to wrap up by just asking you a couple common misbeliefs around type 2 diabetes and nutrition. I think the first one, and you do spend a lot of time in this in your book, is about understanding how different foods affect your blood sugar. On one hand, we have a cup of sugar. On the other hand, we have a large white potato. How one's a vegetable, one's a cup of sugar. How does that affect someone with type 2 diabetes?
Okay, so both of those are very high in carbohydrates. So sugar is carbohydrate, and the potato is rich in starch, which is also carbohydrate. Both of those will raise blood sugar. But if we look at the amount of carbohydrate in the potato, so did you say a large potato?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so a
But you
large,
can pick it any size you want, Jill.
okay. Well, a large potato might be like 40 grams of carbohydrate, maybe 60. A large potato would be like 60 grams of carbohydrate. A cup of sugar is so many grams, I can't do the math in my head that fast. But 60 would be just a quarter cup. So yeah, there you go, 240. 60 times 4 is 240. So a quarter cup is 60 grams. So if you take a cup of sugar, you should expect 4 times the effect on your blood sugar as if you had that large potato.
But that large potato is still going to affect your blood sugar. So if you think,
Absolutely.
if you're just thinking it's a vegetable, again, like you said about journaling, that might, you mentioned in the book about being a food sleuth. That might be something that you write down, and then you, as a detective, you go back to the authorities, which would be you, and we look at that and you go, aha, Max, there's a baked potato here. How does it affect your blood sugars? Let's check it out, right?
60 grams, that is a big potato, and that is a lot. So that's about as much as people would have in a meal, maybe even a little more than some people would have it in a meal. So
Your
what
entire meal.
entire meal, right?
Yeah.
So I would say either find something you like as well for less carbohydrate, or eat a much smaller potato.
All right, so moving on, another one that is very common is I've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. I can't have any fruit. It's too high in sugar.
Okay, you have just driven a stake through my heart, because yes, fruit is largely the macronutrient in fruit is carbohydrate. Just like it is in a glass of milk, largely in a glass of milk, it's 12 grams of carbohydrate. In a piece of fruit the size of a tennis ball is roughly about 15. It's the same thing as about a tablespoon of sugar. So I would say that those things are equivalent to your blood sugar, approximately speaking, equivalent to your blood sugar. But nutritionally, of course, they're very different. Think of it. Really breaks my heart when people say they don't eat fruit because of the sugar, because food is not just carbohydrate, protein, and fat. There's so many nutrients in that piece of fruit, whatever fruit you have chosen. There are so many nutrients in there that will help with insulin sensitivity, which is a big problem for people with type 2 diabetes. It will help with inflammation, another problem. It helps with heart health, brain health, all these things. So you can't look at your plate and go, oh, that's a carb, that's a protein, that's a fat. I look at my plate and I go, wow, look at all these great things that are just going to bathe my cells in antioxidants and anti-inflammatories and all these wonderful nutrients. And I know that's a weird thing, and I'm probably one of the few people who does it.
Yeah.
But
it'd be an interesting dinner conversation.
But food is just not carbohydrate, fat, and protein.